In this video, we're going to talk about another thing we can do with a class, and that's define a method. Now, a method is something within a class we define that shows action. The code within a method is executed whenever that method is called. So here we're back in our gradebook class, and we're going to define a method here called display message. Now again, we want our objects that are created from this class to be seen. We want this method to be seen by objects that are created from the class. So I'm going to create a display message method. So I'm going to make it public, which again makes it seen by the objects that's created from this class. I have to give it a return type. In this case, we're not going to have a return type, so I'm going to put void. Methods can have calculations that returns information back to whoever called it. If that's the case, you have to declare what type of information is being returned. Here, since this method is not returning anything, we just put void. Next, we put the name of the method. Again, methods are going to be upper camel casing. Now, what makes it a method are these things right here, open, close parentheses. When I see that, I know we're either calling a method or we're defining a method. And here we are defining it. This method is just going to do one simple task. It's just going to do console.writeLine. The name of the course is, and we'll put a placeholder here, and we're just going to put our course name. Our course name property should have the name of our course. Now I can use the instance variable course name, which stores the information from the course name property, or I can use the course name property. If you've gone ahead and gone to the trouble of creating a property, I would use the property because in the get portion here, that's what is going to be put here when the property is read from. You may have some other code in here that gets executed. In this case, you don't, but you never know when you might. So it's a good practice to use the property name. So now I'm going to go back over here to our test, and instead of saying this, we're going to go my gradebook, again the name of our object, dot, and now here's display message, our method that we just created over there that shows up. We're going to do that, open close parentheses, this is a call to the method. So now when I execute this, Control F5, here's the code that's executed. The name of the course is, and again that's straight from what I had in the console.writeLine here for the method. The name of the course is, and then whatever's in course name. Again, remember, course name was set up here as the property, course name property of SGD113. We can also set up methods to take parameters, and parameters are just information we can pass to the method. You set up a parameter just like a variable. So here, let's say, let's create a method called, or I'm sorry, a parameter called instructor. It's a variable, so it should be lower camel casing. Let's go instructor name. And here, let's use it here in our console.writeLine. The name of the course is, this course is taught by, and another placeholder. can just use that parameter that was passed here into the method. Now notice I've got an error over here because this method is expecting one parameter to be passed to it. So if I go over here, again, it's telling me this method is expecting one string parameter and it's storing it in a variable called instructor name. So we'll say Mr. Jones. So now when I run this, the name of the course is SG-113. This course is taught by Mr. Jones. So again, this Mr. Jones was an argument or parameter sent to this display message method, which was received here in this instructor name variable and then presented here into this placeholder.